All right. I wanted to respond to your video, Juno, about conspiracy theories and why people believe in them and things like that. I think I have a kind of like a two pronged theory on this. First part of the theory is I actually kind of blame the media for this. The media creates this atmosphere of paranoia. Like, for example, if you watch the news, the first 5 minutes, what do they show? They show someone getting killed, someone getting raped, someone robbing a liquor store, something like that. They show probably the worst news of the day, someone getting in a car wreck. That creates a fear of creates this atmosphere of paranoia. The media creates this atmosphere of not knowing what's going to happen. I mean, technically, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen, but they kind of heighten it with showing all these graphic, violent things that are happening in their community. So it's kind of creates this, oh, when I watch God, I gotta watch out. People are out to. It kind of creates this atmosphere of people are out to get me. Um, so I blame the media in part, not only for that part, but also because, especially when you look at television media, they kind of play to this. Like you look at like tea parties, like they didn't debunk what the tea parties were saying. They just most of the television stations I saw, they said, well, it's just their First Amendment right. It's like, well, I mean, well, yes, it is their First Amendment right, but when you ask them why are they against this or why are they against that, and they say something and you know it's not true and you don't debunk it, I mean, more and more people are going to feed into this, and now you're seeing that. I think I saw some poll where like 20% of Americans think like agree with the Tea Parties. It was a pretty high number. It was a pretty high number. It was like 20, 28, maybe even 30% believe that the Tea Parties are right, or essentially. That's pretty high and pretty disturbing considering. I think the media kind of feeds in that partly because they're kind of it's kind of in their financial interest to feed into it. It's kind of in their interest to feed into this paranoia. I mean, there's a show, I don't know what channel it's on, but Jesse Ventura has a show where all he talks about is these conspiracy theories in America, just different conspiracy theories. And it's like that kind of stuff is what's driving this, and just driving this atmosphere of paranoia, I like to call it. And um, and instead of debunking the conspiracy theories, which yes, I know they've been debunked over and over and over again, but instead of debunking this, you the media kind of plays into it, and actually online too, it does play into it a lot more. But I think TV is more powerful. If there's a TV show you can watch every week where they talk about a conspiracy theory, but it doesn't where they talk about it, but then at the end they just say that's a conspiracy theory and they don't debunk it at the end like you're supposed to. I mean, it kind of leaves people saying, well, maybe it's true. Um, and I think online it plays into it well, because then you can go on certain websites that talk about nothing but conspiracy theories, and it has forums that talk about nothing but conspiracy theories and how true it is. Like, I'm pretty sure you've been on that Christian Militia's website, and you saw some of the. I mean, some of the topics were kind of crazy. I mean, we're kind of out there, So I mean, so I think the media kind of plays into this atmosphere of people being just generally afraid and feeling like they have something to be fearful of, when in reality they probably don't. I think another thing that plays into this, and the second part of my theory is, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I took this from DPR Jones. I watched his video and I'm taking this from him. But the second part is that I think people who are conspiracy theorists have a lot in common with people who are Christian fundamentalists. You know, when they when they're talking about these conspiracy theories, they already have a predetermined theory. They've already predetermined theory. They're not going into it with an open mind. They've already predetermined what the theory is and what the outcome is, essentially. So when they go and look it up, they're just looking up evidence that fits into their theory. They're just filling their their theories with evidence, so that when people question them, they can be like, oh, well, it's because of this and it's because of that. And once they get the evidence, they can say, see, look, I'm true, I'm right, this conspiracy theory is right because of this, and this. But then what they don't do, they don't double check it, and they don't go back and make sure their evidence is correct. They're just assuming they're correct because that's what they believe. And what they tend to do is they tend to reject all evidence and all of others who oppose what their theory. They tend to just reject it outright. They won't even consider it. It's not even a consideration. And I think those reasons. Plus, I think if you add on the fact, I think you have to be kind of predisposed to believing in these theories. I don't think someone like myself is going to be predisposed, or someone like yourself is going to be predisposed to believing in these theories. So those are just kind of my thoughts on why people believe in conspiracy theories.